A stunning statue suddenly appeared in the church, but as the priest approached, he discovered that it was actually a human corpse. Terrified, he immediately called the police. After a thorough investigation, the police found that there were no fingerprints on the body, but a word was left on the foot. This was clearly a signature deliberately left by the killer. The police chief was shocked when he saw it because it belonged to a criminal he had arrested 5 years ago. It was a serial murder case where the killer had brutally killed 6 women and turned them all into statues, just like the current situation. However, this killer had already been apprehended by them, so it seemed that someone was deliberately imitating his methods. Since that was the case, going directly to the criminal for help might provide an opportunity to crack the case. Soon, Detective Amy arrived at the prison, but before she could explain the purpose of her visit, the criminal guessed that she had come because of a copycat. Although Amy was shocked, she still showed him photos of the statue without giving anything away and told him that the copycat was very professional because they had used the same preservative as the criminal did years ago. This batch of preservatives had been completely sealed by the police a few years ago, so the copycat must have had some close connection with the criminal. The criminal smiled slightly after hearing this and agreed to help, but on one condition: his prison cell had to be transformed into a studio, because only when he was painting could he calm down and analyze the case carefully. Amy agreed without any hesitation. So, while the criminal was painting, he simultaneously analyzed the photos. Soon, he found a clue. There was an abnormality in the wings on the corpse. Amy immediately went to check, and after some probing, she found a nail polish brush in the wings. However, it was strange because this type of nail polish had been discontinued years ago. The last time Amy used it, she was still in high school. She took a photo of the nail polish and brought it to the criminal, asking about the killer's intention in leaving this item, but the criminal said he didn't know either, guessing that there was something in the wings because he had done the same thing back then. Amy thought he didn't seem to be lying. While the police were working hard to find clues, someone came to report the next day that a corpse had been found on the river, placed in a small boat, quietly moving with the water. By the time Amy arrived at the scene, the body had already been salvaged. She immediately examined it carefully and sure enough, found a clue in the corpse's fingernails, a tiny needle. The police chief was startled when he saw it because his old partner also had an identical one.